You off tomorrow? You got this.
Oh, no. A
You
regular
got
schedule.
it, girl. You got it. But you ready?
I am.
All right. Welcome back to the Was It Good Though podcast about movies and TV shows. I am one of your hosts. I am Jason.
I am Jazz.
In this evening, or this special, or this fine episode, this side quest, we are now out of Hell's Kitchen and we are heading to Little Sicily. We are here to talk about John Bernthal's One Last Kill. Yes, Punisher is back, and he's appearing. We're not really sure where or what time period this is, where it fits in all these different pieces. Because now, last time we seen him, prior to the trailer, the last time we seen him, he was helping out Red out in Hell's Kitchen. But they had a little battle over Karen. As we see, someone does make a special appearance
Mm-hmm.
in this episode. Before we get there, Jazz, what did you think of this special presentation?
I was confused as to what I was watching. I was just like, oh, okay. So y'all was just like, let's start filming some fights. Let's chaos is a
Yeah,
ladder, and we about to
yeah,
go down some steps and just have him killing a bunch of people. It was honestly, this special was giving the energy of the last purge, Smile
mm,
2, and John Wick. Like all of that was bundled
yeah.
up into this, and I was just like, oh, okay. Well, I'm here. Let's see where it goes. So what did you think about it? Because
um, I appreciated it. I appreciated it. Appreciated it. It sounded crazy for some reason. I appreciated this special because it felt as if we had a closure to everything that came prior to. Like I said, of course, we did get introduced to him in the MCU, or it was the Netflix universe initially, but we got introduced to him first in Daredevil. And he was out, of course, taking out crime families because his family had been killed by one. Which of course it comes out his best friend was tied to this situation, and Frank was supposed to be in the park, but he was not, and unfortunately his family ended up being the one slain instead of him. So this one kind of deals with a lot of PTSD of the character because he was definitely going through a lot of mental situation because the first 30 minutes, first 25 minutes, it is slow. I'm gonna keep it real with that. It is slow. It is a slow burn, but I appreciate this. I appreciate John's acting. He also wrote this as well, so I think this may be, well, besides Farvo, which is the one that wrote Iron Man, Happy. This may
mm,
be the first lead that wrote a story and actually acted in it. What did you think about that part of, or that aspect of this project?
that he wrote it, I would say
Uh,
I would say I wasn't familiar till you just told me. So that's what's up. He definitely performed very well. I feel like every time we see him in a project, he is screaming. He is showing his emotions. Like every time they are putting him through it, and I'm like, can you ever just be happy in a project to where your emotions aren't out there? Not saying that he doesn't do a good job. He does a great job. Like I've seen him in The Bear. I've seen him, I mean, his and hers, like I've seen him in multiple projects. I mean, The Walking Dead, Shane.
yeah,
Lori
yeah.
was not wrong. I get it. Look, not lusting over nobody, but he has a really nice back. So Lori, I get it. Apocalypse, your husband dead, sis, you gotta go where you gotta go. But he put on a very good performance in this. And I
Mhm.
feel like this special tapped into certain characteristics that we would like to see from Daredevil. And I'm going to go ahead and say Batman. but we understand there is a difference between certain heroes. Yes, you knew I was going down this road. I was just like, go ahead, Frank, get them out of here. You gonna steal a black man, a homeless black man's dog
That
and
was
kill it?
wild. I'm shocked they put that in there. I'm
I'm
shocked
shocked
they
they
put that
put
in there.
a lot of things in this because I'm like, oh, Marvel just Disney said whatever, Bird Box to whatever you gotta. Because I'm like, okay, so you're killing dogs, you have children in flashbacks and blood is showing up on them, like that graphicness, especially for children. I was just like, oh, y'all going there, y'all giving HBO Max energy, but this is Disney. Like, you're showing me fucking Paw Patrol after this is done. I was just,
I literally just read my kid a Paw Patrol book as I was preparing for this.
don't ask me why I know about Paw Patrol because that's, fuck them kids. But I'm just like, this was definitely different. And of
Yeah.
course, you had a semi sex scene because I know that you mentioned how you wanted that in Daredevil. It's like,
So
they ain't
I'm
have
just
sex
look,
because we
look.
didn't see it. I'm like, here we go.
I'm not asking for, a Euphoria Jules and sugar daddy type of sex. I'm not looking for that. I'm just looking for some smooching, some back rub. You like a back rub a little back, and it fade to black. That's all I'm asking for. That's
Well,
all I'm asking for.
you got a little something in this. Were you appreciative of what you got in this before a neck was slashed?
I did. I did. It was cool. No, it was cool. It was cool. That's why I'm like, I think Daredevil can do this. It's not too much. It's not, I mean, that can't be the what's too much and all the other stuff is too much, you
Do you
know?
think maybe because they are trying to like show you the separation between the two characters? And not just the characters as an individual, but the characters like their timeline and the type of different elements their series show to the audience. To
Between
where
Daredevil
Punisher,
and
to
Punisher.
where Punisher will
Maybe
definitely give you those graphic scenes, the sexual scenes, but on the Daredevil side, it's like we're gonna leave it up for interpretation, but we're gonna have them give you those flirtatious energy, but you ain't about
I
to
can
see them.
so I can see Daredevil actually giving it to us, but it definitely played a bit better here. In this with this being just like a special presentation because all of it is more of um a mental gymnastics that he is going through within this story and it's also telling the story of how he's getting to where he's getting to. Because we talk about one last kill, but this was about to be his one last meal as well. Right prior to him going to go visit his family. But I guess another shock or surprise or something that I enjoyed was Bubbles. We seen Bubbles
Yeah.
in this. I was like, I wish he would have got more, but I do appreciate
Right.
seeing him again. He's just like his life is doing better. This is an alternate universe. Life is going better. He's done. Uh,
He left
he's not.
Baltimore.
He left Baltimore. He's now in Little. He's not in Baltimore no more.
I bet he wish he
Uh,
could go back because the crime in Little Sicily is whoa. They going crazy up there. Like the police even say, all right. Let's reverse the car, y'all. Let's reverse the car. Like you have crime happening on every corner, but then you also see at the first half of this, Frank is just minding his business,
mhm.
and all the crime is happening around him. To where it's just like, we know if Matt was in that situation, that would not be the case. Matt is not gonna let anything like that stand. And Frank is just like, this ain't my business. So
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not gonna
like that.
lie. I wouldn't want Frank to be patrolling my city because I'm like, so you just gonna let this happen? What? Where Daredevil
I
at?
mean, but technically, he was never a hero,
I know.
or
Yeah.
he was just there to avenge his family. Everything else is just cannon fodder. At the same exact time, it's just just it crossed his intersection. Now it's my problem.
You just gotta have little
Um,
black kids run up to him and say, hey, then he gonna be like, all right, I will help you, little black girl.
what was your favorite action scene?
So I So Little Sicily, how far is that from Hell's Kitchen? Because I feel like the residents are the same because they kept putting themselves into harm's way when they saw others dying before them, like the folks from Daredevil. Spoiler alert, that kept going after Fisk, and they kept seeing what Fisk was doing every time he was punching somebody in the wall, like killing people. I'm like, do y'all not realize you're going after the Punisher and 25 people just got killed in front of you? You don't have a vest on, you ain't got no gun. You just think you about to just throw hands? Like I'm
Yeah,
it
it
just
was
seemed
way too many people
right.
to have not caught him. Just stand in one spot and start shooting. Like, what are we doing?
They just got
What are we doing?
cis-employed regular citizens. But I think like with all the action that was happening in the apartment complex, I thought that was
Mhm.
cool. But do you think that it kind of tapped into the scene from Daredevil season 1 where he was kind of in the hallway fighting and it was like a one shot?
Yeah, yeah, it was. Because I mean, when you put them in those confined places, then you can work your way out of what that scene can look like or what it may look like. So I definitely appreciated seeing them go about that. I think my favorite though when that was he made it to the rooftop and he was up there fighting with them on the rooftop. Then of course him trying to escape the rooftop because he knew he was trapped. Oh, and I'm just like this man, he gonna kill himself trying to run from these people at the same exact time. Which he's not trying to run, but it's just I need more spacing in this situation because I'm on my back against the wall, and you don't want to be that way in a jumping, you know.
Yeah. Do you do you know who the woman was that was in the wheelchair? That
Her
was
name, comic book wise, no, but in the
okay.
story, I know her name is Ma.
Okay. Well, Ma rolled up, talked her shit, gave her story, then rode out. Like when she just said, let's get the hell out of here. She rolled, turned around, stuck her middle finger up in the air. I'm like, Frank, you just gonna take that? Like,
See, when I was initially looking at this, that's not what I anticipated to happen.
same.
I thought she was fit to try to hire him to help her, but then as it started going, I'm like, wait, nah. Frank killed because the third person was the main dude. I was like, oh no, Frank did this. But then he made okay. So the one scene I did feel like it was a bit much was when he took the kid out the car and put the knee on his neck. I was like, all right, when I don't I but
It
my
ain't hit me
mind
till you just said that. Yeah.
mine went there
Yeah.
a little bit. So
Because
not there, but then he curved stomped him. I was like, God damn.
they could have showed that. They
Nah,
could have
they want they would have. But I
that would have been too
jumped.
much.
Yeah, I think that would have been way too
You
much.
jumped and didn't even
Yeah,
see it?
I mean, because sometimes it's the thought though. You know, it's
Yeah.
just the thought of him willing to do that. I thought about American History X,
That's where I went. That's exactly where I went.
nah,
Yeah.
after that, I don't need to see that on the movie
A
no more.
curb stomp. Like, you not, nah, just do something else. Do something else, man. Like, don't do no curb stomp, man. Like, nah.
Put your mouth on the curb, nigga. What? No, sir.
I'm not agreeing to that.
Yeah,
No, no, no.
some people be that. Some people be too brave for me. You gotta go and take me out. What else you gonna
Yeah,
do, my from there?
yeah. No, no. That's nah, my parents put too much dedication into making sure this mouth was nice and straight. They gonna have me. I gotta sit in that little thing with my smile. Can we smile in the casket? No, I'm just playing. That'd be crazy. Smiling in your casket is crazy. Put
Like,
a peace sign up.
what? How did he go? What was she doing before she left? Y'all don't want to know. Y'all
She
don't
was
want to
happy
know.
though. She was happy though. She was happy though.
I think she
You,
was watching Mortal Kombat. I don't. The seat was wet. I don't.
you gotta relax. Jason said, "I ain't kill you in the episode. I'm gonna do it in the after effect." But back to this show. Whew, my
But
nose
yeah,
sweating.
man.
But but not so. We did see Frank having a vision with Karen.
Yes.
Did they smash?
Yes.
Well,
You
I
know
never
she.
watched Punisher,
Oh, okay.
but they smashed in Punisher.
In Punisher, they did. Yeah.
Man, Karen, my respect went up for her. Since
That
you
man,
got two vigilante.
he loved her.
Dang.
But
Okay,
he ain't
Karen.
really. I think there was an initial person like he was with like in that first season, but then he like kind of left her alone because he didn't want her in the life he was going to get into. And then Karen came around. So
He
yeah,
was like, "Oh, she about that life."
yeah, exactly. She bout it. She bout it.
Ladies, sometimes it's not you, it's just the lifestyle you live. You might need a
This-
killer.
have you ever had a speaking of visions and Karen? Have you ever had someone tell you something in a dream to help you move forward in your day or move forward in a situation?
So, that's a really good question. So, not anything directly towards me, but I've had people, especially family members that are no longer here, visit me within my dreams.
Mhm.
And it was so weird because I feel like a majority of the time I was conscious and knew that they were passed away already, but I did not let that mess up the interaction I was having with them in my dream. So I kind of was just like playing out the situation. But to tell me something like, girl, watch out for that nigga that you talking to. He is not good for you. Like, I've never had anything like that. But nah, wow, that would be kind of dope. What about you? Because I know that you have like deja vus more
Yeah,
so
I
than
had.
dreams.
I have. I used to like when I was in high school. It used to kind of honestly be like a spidey sense. Like I've had situations where stuff could like it could really, really be like detrimental to me. But like one thing I'm just thinking of just the lightest was I was at football practice and I'm sitting in we in the weight room, we sitting listening to the coach as he's talking and I'm sitting there and I'm just like something was like move. I was like, all right, man. So then I like crawl on the ground, like to the other, like to the room, and something falls, like literally where I was just sitting at. They're like, you knocked that over? Everybody's like, no, he didn't do that. I was like, I don't know, I didn't know nothing about that. I was just told to move, so I moved, and that was that. Like, but I have a lot of different situations or scenarios where it's like, because I'm clumsy, but like for the most part, I'm always like it's always like near experience in a lot of cases, but it's always something or someone is saying something. Um, but yeah, I had a lot of those little experiences
Are
before.
you able to identify the voice?
No, no, I can't.
Okay.
I never know who the voice is or anything like that. Like
Okay.
like randomly, I may have a dream or think about something, or it may be it's like it's super random and super rare that I have a dream of something. Sometimes that may be like um I've had like situations where like if I'm watching TV um and like I fade out, it's gone. But then as I'm getting ready to wake back up, I can hear the TV again, but whatever
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing, like the person is talking to me like through the TV though. So I'm like, I'm knowing what's going on and I wake up I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, what the heck was that? And I'm like, oh shit, that was this that I was
Right.
listening to. So yeah.
Yeah, that definitely be crazy. Have you ever had like sleep paralysis? Or what the old
Yes.
black folks say, the devil riding your back?
Yes. Get
That is
man.
one of the
One time I said,
scariest.
I said, yeah, I said, if they hear, this would be the time. I'm gonna just go back to sleep now.
Yo,
Look, I'm over here trying to reach my hand up. I'm looking like Dave Franco and Together.
it's so
I'm,
hard, man. It's so hard. Listen, I had I had an experience recently when I was in Boston.
mm,
And so I had went to sleep. I haven't had an experience like that in such a long time. And it's just you feel a presence there. You cannot move
mm,
because like I was sitting there like in the bed, and I ain't gonna lie, they had me in this big ass king size bed. Like I was just like an ant on a piece of loaf of bread. Like I was just so much bread. And like the room had a couch. I swear I thought something was over there. And so for me, I'd be like, man, I ain't scared of no ghosts. So I'm over here trying to move. Jason, I was scared like hell, man. I was like, but you gotta wake up. Like you got, I'm trying to move. I'm like, move, nigga, move. I'm sitting there trying to force myself to move for a solid 30 seconds. And then I immediately snap out of it. And then my body is like mine again. And it's nothing there. I'm
you a
like,
better person. You are a better person Then I am. Because again, if I'm like I said, man, whenever I do it, I'd be like, you know what? Just go back to sleep. It's okay. I don't have to fight this battle. Like if I'm going if it's time, Lord, it's
But wait,
okay.
but see, I don't even see it as like this is it. I see it as they're gonna be closer to me when I wake up. So I'm just like, I gotta, because you know how you got those movies where it's like you turn the light on and it stop and
Yeah.
turn it off. And I'm like, you're not about to get closer to me.
I think of all the same exact things, but the fight don't be in me no more. When I can't move, I'm like, you know what? Am I tied down? You know what? It's okay. I can it be this stuff is crippling. So I only can imagine, having to deal or being, PTSD,
Yeah,
or having a moment of PTSD because I've heard people say it's similar, where you just don't have control of
yeah,
whatever happened and you just it's just if they whim.
yeah. So like with this series, and of course, him seeing his family, like his
Hmm.
daughter popping up, and his friend. Like, how do you think this series, like this special, handled that? Because like it was definitely moments where I was just like, okay, is this real? No, 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 it's not real. Is this real? To where it's just like, do you think like how they depicted that was done very well?
I do. Because like I said, it kind of, him hearing Charlie kind of made him remember his daughter. Because it seemed like he only took all the bad things, which of course, if you've ever dealt with death, you kind of know, especially if someone that you were close to. And for me, sometimes these people I'm not close to, it's just the feeling or the thought, or just possibly even put myself in their shoes and just what that may have felt like for the people that loved them, cared for them, or was around them. um, I definitely think it was handled because he went through everybody. Like, so it was dope them even bringing back some of the people from the original show, like his close military friends and all the people that was there to help or that actually rode for him. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, it's just him for the most part. So when he's around somebody like, Daredevil, yeah, he don't agree with his antics and how he handles certain things, but at the same exact time, that's somebody he has forged this kind of weird bond with, because they ain't gonna say they friends, but it is somebody where it's like there's a mutual respect for what they got going on in their line of work. Just how they finish it is different. I thought this was going to be, um for me, I thought this was going to be a setup for Spider-Man because of course we do know he's in there, but I thought it was going to be a situation where he did one last kill, so he is no longer killing people. He's probably gonna mess him up, but he ain't gonna do no killing. I thought that's how they were gonna explain how he got into Spider-Man. So he might still be doing some killing because even in the comic books, when it's him and Spider-Man, Spider-Man is always beating it, like trying to stop him from killing. Like, stop! Like, you don't do that over here. Don't do it. Well, at least do it when I'm not around. Don't do it when I'm here. Like, that's not
Yeah.
okay. So when it's always a struggle or a fight between them when they doing that.
So how do you, excuse me, how do you feel with them not introducing Spider-Man in this special, but we know that he's going to be in the Spider-Man movie, New Day, that's
Uh,
dropping in 2 months?
I'm perfectly fine. Like, keep it. If for me personally, I understand connectivity and I would like to have connectivity within things, but I think that's also me being spoiled for Marvel being able to do that a lot. I'm perfectly fine with entities standing alone and then having them join up in a different time because whenever he comes onto the screen, he's never been in a movie. They're going to have to introduce him in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Now, people that understand the clothes because if you've ever read a comic book, you will know, but they have to still explain their character to the casual fan, the person that's never seen a Spider-Man movie. They got to be able to explain it enough within that without rehashing everything or re-showing everything. So I think they'll still be able. What about for you?
So before I answer your question, let me piggyback off of that because when you say like the casual viewer, I'm gonna go back to the Spider-Man trailer with them introducing Punisher in that trailer, somebody we've never seen before. And of course, we're not even seeing him and Spider-Man in anything until Brand New Day. With us seeing Daredevil, with us seeing this special, does it still make sense to you as to why they featured him in the trailer?
Um, so, so when they put people like him in the trailer, it's not for the casual fan at that point. It's for the Marvel fan. It's for the person that it's for the person that fell off of Marvel when it left um when it left Netflix. So the person that used to watch Netflix, wait, oh wait. I used to like that show. They got him in a movie with Spider-Man? How? So it's for that the person that's looking at that, it's for that person. That's actually watching it, not for, like I said, the person like I said with us. Yeah, I would like as many surprises as I can have in the store whenever we get it. I'm assuming he's going to play a pretty decent role in this. Like I said, you don't have to have him in the trailer because you can still do like some misdirects and do whatever, tell the story however you want to tell it. But like I said, you don't even know who the villain is in this story, so there's a lot of speculation as to who the different people can be and who the people will be, but we still don't even know who the villain is. So them giving us who the heroes of the story are is just a piece of the puzzle, even though we don't want that, want the piece. But I'm okay because even if you didn't see the trailer, that if you've been on Twitter since the creation of this movie,
But
Kevin Feige and Tom Holland has been dropping different things all the time, just so people know.
but let's think about the non-Marvel fans, but that like Spider-Man, that's not following Marvel as much as we are. And this is just my feelings about it. I still, even after watching Daredevil and the Punisher series, they did not have to put Frank in that trailer. I still like I still stand 10 pretty toes down on that, and I'm more evident now that we've seen this special tour. I'm just like, y'all did not have to do that. Because especially when you have Jean Grey, you have him, of course, going through his DNA transformation. You have Banner, then you have
Jean Grey?
yeah. She's gonna
Was
be
Jean
in
Grey
this
in the
movie.
trailer?
The back of her head is
Oh shit!
yeah, Max from Stranger Things.
That ain't
She's
that ain't been confirmed. So I ain't,
oh well,
I'm
we
not
got
listening.
2 months. So and then you also have Keith David doing the voiceover, who is also Doctor. He's the
Lizard.
lizard. Yes. So and this is just my thoughts. People can have their own opinions on it, but this is our show, so Jazz can drop her thoughts on the show. They didn't need to put Frank in here. They didn't. I would have loved to have seen him by surprise, just like I did Matt Murdock in the last Spider-Man movie. Even though people did, well, no, my theater reacted because they was just like, "Oh shit, that's Daredevil." I was just like,
Hmm.
"What?" Like leave some mystery to us. Like Spider-Man is gonna sell. You don't have to push a lot for Spider-Man. Spider-Man is a top tier superhero.
Was he
But
was he in the initial trailer for
I don't
Spider-Man?
I don't remember the teaser, but I believe the first full trailer that I saw definitely had Frank in there. And then you didn't see him anymore in there. So, but I mean, yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I was just like, let me see if Spider-Man does show up to where we can kind of see what happens here. And I'm just like, oh yeah, no. Okay. So, but we will circle back in about 2 months. But also with Daredevil being locked up, crime is running rampant. Like we mentioned during our Daredevil review, it's just like, okay, you ain't got no heroes running around. Now I'm like, Peter, or excuse me, Spider Man, where you at?
Man,
They're committing
everybody
crimes during the day.
everybody doing different things. So I mean, but like I said, we don't know when this story is being told too. That's
That's
the
true
only
too.
that's the
That's true.
only other thing because it kind of feels like this is closer to before he came back. But I mean, that's just my thought in that. This is like before he came back at the end of season 1 of Born Again. It feels like that. I mean, it could be after that, but it don't make sense for it to be
Right.
after. But who knows?
Cause he like at the end of season one of Born Again, he had left out of those cages.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, he
Okay.
could, and I mean, him leaving out the cages. I mean, he could be going through this. Like, it's just like I'm just tired of everything. I don't
Yeah.
want to deal with nothing else. It could be, but I don't know. You never know.
I guess if that's the case, they definitely did that on purpose to not let us know when
He
the
was gonna
time
come back.
frame of was this. So here they go playing fucking games. Like, oh, let them try to decide and see, and then they'll figure it out in July. Like, kiss my ass. Gonna have us over here speculating for 2 months.
I mean, we got a
We
friendly
got
neighborhood Spider-Man coming out next month, so it'll be all right.
that ain't related to this story
It's
that
not,
Frank.
but it's more Spider-Man for your
I
ass.
mean, we got Spider-Man Noir too that's
You got
coming, and
Black,
then we
you
got
got Noir.
X-Men. We got. I
That
mean, we got stuff coming out, but
I mean, it's all good.
they
It's
go
all
Jason.
good. We just gotta, hey
Jazz, the
man.
steak ain't coming out yet, but you got lobster, crab legs, fried chicken. You have food here, but no lobster. And I'm like, I want the lobster.
Bring in the dancing lobsters. It's coming.
I
It's
know.
coming,
I'm gonna be patient. I'm excited. I
man.
definitely enjoyed this. So
um, so I mean, I guess we can get to that. Did you have another scene in here that you wanted to discuss?
no, I'm curious with um Ma leaving. And so
Mm-hmm.
okay, so the scene where she was looking at Frank when she was in the car,
Mm-hmm.
she was on one side of the car. And then when she was leaving, she was on the other side. So when I saw that, I immediately said, "So you scooted over just so he could see your head?" I said, "You petty as hell because you right, because you're not really that mobile." But now I feel like we have to see her again. Like
Yeah.
she has to. There's no way you introduce her and she doesn't pop back up. So
I mean, she is the last of her family, so I mean, you
I mean,
don't have to bring her back. Like
you
I don't.
know, Jason, you have to. There's no way. Look, don't secret invasion me. Don't just be trying to throw people out there and then just be like, poof, a new movie. So they just disappear.
That's
No.
crazy. They really killed Kobe's character in that show. That's still kind of insane to me.
Yeah.
Good times. Good
Marvel has to have
times.
its fumbles. Every franchise has to have its fumbles, except for Aliens and Scream. But no, nobody can be perfect.
So, yeah, was your fun?
Oh,
I seen Alien 4.
which is what Alien Resurrection. That was
Resurrection.
not a fumble. That was no Alien Resurrection. Anyway, Jason.
That orgy of aliens with her in it.
I just know it was so sticky. I'm like, Ripley, go take a shower. But Jason, was it good though?
It was. I enjoyed this PTSD of a story. It was thrilling once you get, like I said, first 25, slow burn. It builds up to what you're going to get. But once you get into the action, he definitely got into it. Jazz, was it good though?
It was. I definitely enjoyed it. I was like, okay, where are we going with this? Because you only got like 44 minutes, maybe
What?
47.
Look. Every time I said, hold on, wait a minute. Where
They
are
got me
we at?
looking at the time.
I
You know,
was
that's crazy.
I'm looking at the time like, man, hold on, we gotta have some like some Rebel Ridge type shit.
Right. I'm like, wait,
They
y'all
just
can't
want
be, you don't give me no filler 5 minutes now. You ain't got that kind of time.
all this aggressive talking, no shooting, shoot something.
Would you have wanted this to be a longer special?
I would love that. I would have loved for it to be like I would love to see a movie with him, like him going to go do something like that. Like that, that'd be dope to see him in a movie doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, for a full length movie with him, yeah, definitely down for that.
All this happened in one day.
Bruh, crazy day, crazy. You ever
It,
seen 24?
no,
Oh,
with Keith
okay.
Sutherland.
Yeah, Kiefer
I be
Sutherland.
knowing who be in projects, but I just don't watch their projects. But I like you.
So 24 is based on the day. Like each season is based on one day. But like, so every episode is an hour, and guess how many episodes it is?
24. Am I
Oh,
right?
you're right. You're
Oh
right.
shit! Oh my god, that's a lot. All right, I see
I
why
mean,
y'all
but
cut it
that
down to 8.
man, man. But again, this is the Was It Good Though podcast. Podcast about movies and TV shows. We do have side quests, things out there currently. We are reviewing The Boys, so you can please go check out our Boys episode. Episode 6 is out now. 7 will be coming here soon. You can also check out our Euphoria episode 5 episode, as well. That shall be coming soon. But yeah, man. Um, what is that? What came out Tuesday? Oh, Mortal Kombat 2. Yes, please go check out our Mortal Kombat 2 review. We got to really, really nerd out with that one. Took a bit of a deeper dive with that film, but I mean, hey, man, it's Mortal Kombat. It's a feature-length film, almost 2 hours as opposed to 43 minutes with this special here. What you thinking? This is man here.
Mind my business, man. You throwing shade. I'm over here like chilling.
But I am one of your hosts. I am Jason.
I am Jazz.
And until next time, deuces.
Cheers.